Welcome to New Orleans and Yulman Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday, and we continue with this one. It's the South Alabama Jaguars and the Tulane Green Wave. Chris Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Tulane has had some great success the last couple of years, but now with the new head coach, Will Hall will try to sustain that and remain consistent, keeping Tulane in that college football playoff conversation. Thanks.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will have the football first. And we've said many times that tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked at the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Looking to throw, it's Davenport. They're working that left side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. The throw to the outside is complete. Finds a little bit of room and finally wrestled out of bounds at the 43. And the Jaguars come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The Jaguars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent, establish the run game early on offense.
The keeper on the option. Might have a chance.
And I love this strategy by the offense. Early in the game, first quarter, they're trying to put pressure on the defense and make them think and react quickly. You do that by running the option. Is it the running back? Is it the quarterback? Is he pitching? This quarterback is special with his ability to run the football, and now this is something the defense is going to have to contend with the rest of the game.
The Jaguars have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Running inside, it's Phillips. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Jaguars back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to throw, it's Davenport. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars! He got it right inside the pylon.
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field, they get on the scoreboard, David, and I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
Coming out with it, it's Turner. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. And we get our first look at Zion Chris. They got him out of the portal from Houston. He's coming off a tough day in which he threw a couple of interceptions and only one touchdown pass. They'll run this play from the pistol. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? On the ground, it's McClure. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Third and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
The Jaguars offense ready to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
To throw, it's Davenport. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They come through with the explosive play, and they'll have the first down, but we see a man who is slow to get up, and let's check on him. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. On first down from the 13-yard line. He goes right back to the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The run inside. It's Phillips. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Touchdown, South Alabama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
3rd down play from the gun. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback. He knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up the 1st down. He's scrambling on that play, and there are a lot of guys out there that would slide, that would try to run out of bounds, protect themselves, but that was really tough what he did. He put his body on the line to go pick up that 1st.
And when these quarterbacks run these zone reads or read options, whatever you want to call them, they have to put their eyes on a certain defender, and they're reading him. And basically, you can't be right. That's what makes it so hard to defend, because if you do one thing, he's going to do the other. You do the other thing, he's going to do the other. So good luck stopping.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. They'll run the option. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's their 2nd fumble on 2 possessions. My goodness, we want to come out and establish the run and get that part of the game going, but you didn't think you had to coach ball security. That's day one. That's elementary school when you're learning how to cover the points of the football. They got to do a better job taking care of the football.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Running inside, it's Phillips. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. 9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The offense changing the play. Wants to throw. It's Davenport. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Non-native receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground. Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
The run inside. It's Phillips. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. There's a little room there. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Looking to pass. It's Davenport. The quick out. Touchdown, Jaguars! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown up over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The handoff as they run the counter play here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. we've reached the end of the period. It's South Alabama holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. And as we start the second quarter, let's go down to Holly for an update on the weather.
Well, guys, as I mentioned, early in that first quarter, there was some rain. But the bad news, it is getting very heavy right now. Players are starting to rush and grab their jackets, trying to get towels to dry off the ball. Things are starting to get a little bit crazy down here on the sideline as the rain is really coming down. Back to you.
We'll see if they can handle the weather in this game.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take the deep shot. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he could even get started. Looking to throw, it's Davenport. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
That's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. That's caught. It's Hunter. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. That can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
On the run, it's Martin. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
The Jaguars are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Made the grab and's got plenty for the first down, but we do have a man slow to get up. That is the senior offensive lineman who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on his condition. And the Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Martin. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Back to pass, it's Davenport. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Hauls it in. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Jaguars come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone, it's Martin. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go, ready. Black 14. Black 14.
Back to pass. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The run inside. It's Malone. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger. And we'll stop play right now. We have an injury timeout. While they have a look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Looking for room. It's McClure. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. This time he wants to throw. Turns it loose deep. And they can't make the connection.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He'll throw it quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has staring into the raindrops, and he muffs it.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Davenport. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Yeah, a nice job dialing. short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
To the ground. He's got it again. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And the thing you got to watch out for with this running back is he's pretty streaky. When he breaks off a big one, more big runs normally follow soon after, and you're seeing it now on the last 2 plays. Big-time plays back-to-back, and you know right now he's calling for the ball again.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready. 1, go.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time on target. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. The Jaguars come to the line with a new set of downs.
Ready, 5. Blue.
Looking downfield, it's Davenport. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Caught. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, they have a massive lead, and we're only in the 2nd quarter, but they're not calling the dogs off. They are staying aggressive, and they are taking shots. Another hookup there for this offense. Everything that they are dialing up is working to perfection. They're looking to add already to their blowout lead.
Tries to do it himself on the draw. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback will keep it. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Number 98, set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Green Wave offense makes its way onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McClure. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Looking left. It's picked off, and another empty drive. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Black 14, Black 14. Ready?
Looking for a man. It's Davenport. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
And the Jaguars will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. They boot it away. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the move, it's McClure. He's past the 30. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Lofts one high and deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He can haul it in, incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 7 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes with the lead right now in the first half in a battle of 1-0 teams. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. Now over to your game inside Yulman Stadium. This team is on top right now thanks in large part to the play of that burner on the outside. It's like he has glue on his hands, catching every ball that comes his way, and he's helped build this halftime advantage. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Fires quickly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the big fella. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
On the delay, it's McClure. Makes it past the marker. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Running inside, it's McClure. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Throws to the wideout. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And, guys, I just don't know what to say about this offense. Like, they take a deep shot. They've tried it short. They've really just struggled to try to find any way to move this football. They've dug themselves a hole, and now they've got to find some answers. Maybe find your guys, your go-to guys. Players, not plays. Maybe that's what they need to get something going right now.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Ready? 129. Ready to go.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. The short hands, it's Hunter. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on 1st down, sack on 2nd down, and now on 3rd down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double-teamed because they can't block him right now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete to the right.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this 1st down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Punt is in the air. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. The Tulane offense takes the field to open the drive. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He'll pull it down and run. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the 1st down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up 4th.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, they are really hyping up their quarterback right now, guys. You know, they weren't exactly sure what to expect from this young player going into the game, but he has delivered over 200 yards passing. He has proven to be someone they can count on. The coaches keep telling him, poise, composure, keep it going. This young guy is showing what he's made of. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The run inside. It's Martin. Got a little grass. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Can't get him to the ground. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Back to throw, it's Davenport. Quick completion on the out. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand, they're blitzing.
There he goes. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, South Alabama.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That last drive covered 52 yards on their way to the score. And they finish it off with a short zone.
Number 98, set to kick this one away.
Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Looking for space. It's McClure. At midfield, he's got room. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Tulane using that big run to generate momentum. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll line up for a second down play. Just going to keep it after the snap. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's Hill. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
Makes the grab in their space. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Now on the move. There's a crease, and he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Quick catch on third down. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
And, man, it's really nice when you start to have a QB that understands exactly what the situation is. Third down, like my execution, not trying to make big plays. How can I move the sticks, get myself another set of downs? Nice job by the QB understanding that, being on the same page with his receiver, and getting a fresh set of downs.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. They are getting deep into the playbook. 11th play of the drive. Using the quick game. Could not make his way to the corner. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And they can't make the connection, and 3 quarters are in the books as we head to the 4th. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down will open up the final period. Using his legs, it's Martin. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Right back to him on the ground. Got enough for the first. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Maybe some room here. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on 3rd.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Gibbs. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Running inside. It's Martin. Nowhere to go. Same song, 2nd verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. The Jaguars will try to pin them back with the punt. Kick is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. The run inside. It's Daniels. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Looking for room, it's Daniels. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Looking to throw for it. Finds his tight end. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. The Green Wave picked up a fresh set of downs through the air. Let's see if they go right back to it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Daniels. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.
it.